Since Columbine, it has been estimated over 350 shootings have occurred, injuring and tragically taking innocent lives across the country. According to the California Department of Justice, DOJ, California's gun violence has increased nearly 35% in just 6 years, with more than 60% of all murders committed with handguns. Shockingly, in California alone, a state where firearms outnumber people, there is currently no regulatory control over the deadly ammunition that fuels these guns and gun violence. It is much easier in California to purchase handgun ammunition than it is a package of cigarettes or allergy medicine or spray paint. That is why I've introduced AB 962, my continued effort to keep handgun bullets out of the hands of criminals as well as gang members. This bill is the Protection Act of 2009, and with it, we will be providing regulation and oversight to end community terrorism in our neighborhoods. Today, a gang member can legally walk into a store and buy a pallet of bullets to terrorize our neighborhoods as well as our kids. Worse is even that though a convicted criminal is by law prohibited from possessing ammunition, it is still completely legal in our state law to not only sell and transfer or furnish bullets to these same criminals. California law has dangerous loopholes that prevents our law enforcement from stopping the real oxygen that fuel gun violence, the bullets themselves. The Rand Corporation conducted a study in Los Angeles that found that just in 1 year, over 10,000 bullets were sold to criminals. Extrapolating those numbers statewide, 500,000 bullets were sold to criminals in just 1 year. Since being in office, I've attended nearly 10 funerals for children in my district that have been killed by gang violence. That has got to change. So where do we start? The problem is that today we don't even know who's selling ammunition in the state of California, let alone who's buying it. Not a single statewide agency knows who sells ammunition. That, of course, also includes the Department of Justice of the state of California. How can our officers, law enforcement agents, do their jobs if they don't even know who's up there and what they're against? That's why AB 62 would require handgun ammunition vendors to obtain a handgun ammunition vendor's license from the Department of Justice to provide law enforcement a tool, an instrument, in tracing back bullets to their criminal purchasers. AB 962 would also make it unlawful to sell or furnish ammunition to any person known to be prohibited from possessing ammunition, such as a convicted criminal. Sounds like common sense, but the bottom line is the loopholes in California are much too large. Additionally, my bill would require ammunition vendors to record the purchaser's identifying information. The recording of this information has successfully been conducted in the cities of Los Angeles as well as Sacramento, and help police departments identify and arrest criminals who have illegally purchased dangerous bullets. AB 962's approach has been tried and tested and proven to be successful at a local level, but we need a statewide approach. All that AB 962 asks is that we know statewide in California who sells it, who buys it, and if you shouldn't be in the possession of it, then we give our officers and district attorneys the necessary tools to take it away.
What we're missing is the ability to do this statewide, because it's very simple for someone in Sacramento to go purchase in another county or another jurisdiction within the state. And this legislation enacting it statewide actually fills that gap and fills that void that we currently have in the region. So we commend the Assembly member for pushing through this legislation. We in law enforcement support it and look forward to working with him on the rest of the process.